This will forever be one of my favorite types of videos to make, so you're gonna get it 2 times a year, and I'm sorry about that. Well, not really. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silka, and today I will be tier ranking all of the books that I have read so far in 2023. I think we all know what a tier ranking is, so I think we will just move forward with it. I have kept the same tiers as I did for the end of like 2022. So it goes like, yes please, add a little bit more spice, it's all good, and then I don't remember the rest. But you will see it in a minute. It's very simple, it's very straightforward, so I'm not really going to give you too much of an explanation of the different tiers because they are very straightforward. I think the only one that could use a little explanation is add a little more spice. It's not because it needs to be more spicy, it's because it was lacking that little tiny thing to make it like top tier. I also have one that's called You Make Me Sad, and that is just because it had potential but it didn't deliver. So I think those are the only two that could potentially need a little bit of an explanation. I am working on some fun titles for the different tiers, but that will have to wait for the end of the year because I've been busy, you know that. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's do the tier ranking. We all know what this is about, so let's just get on with it. As you can see, we have the different tiers. I have one that's just like a blank dot, and that's because the final one, I don't know how to rank you. I always felt like it looked a little bit off when it was like at the bottom, so now I created like a complete row for just nothing to kind of separate the ones that are actual rankings and the ones that I don't know how to rank. So we have The School for Good and Evil, The Last Ever After. I really enjoyed that, so I'm actually going to put it in It's All Good, because I did like it and I like what they did with it, so I'm gonna put it there. And I'm still excited to continue the series. I just don't know when that will happen, but eventually. Then we have Hunger Games. I'm gonna put it in It's All Good. I didn't destroy, but I've kind of ruined the experience a little bit for myself by watching the movies first, I will admit, but I still like the book and I see why a lot of people love it. So I'm gonna put it in It's All Good. Then we have Snot Girl. I'm also going to put that in It's All Good. Like, it's really good. I like it. But I don't think that it's above that. I think it matches with the other two that is in this tier, so I feel like it's spot on, I think. Then we have To Kill a Kingdom. I'm going to have to put that in Yes Please. That is one of my new all-time favorites. It is so damn good, and I am so happy that I read it. I'm happy that I have it, so I had to put it there. Maybe it's also the whole me liking the whole piratey kind of scene, but it was just real good. I really liked it. Next up we have Ice Wolves. I'm gonna put it in You Make Me Sad because I feel like there was so much potential with this, but it just didn't do what I thought it would do and I would have preferred it to do. So we follow these two siblings that for some reason, even though it's kind of like impossible, they get a different type of animal. So you can either be a scorched dragon or a ice wolf, but people from the same family don't get both, you know? So then we have the sister turning into a scorched dragon and the brother turning into an ice wolf, and everybody's like, oh my god, that's impossible. But it's not really what the book is about. The book is more about the brother finding the sister, and then when he does, she's just annoying. So I mean, there was a lot of potential. I don't know if it will get better in the next one. I'm not gonna find out because I'm not gonna continue. It is what it is. Then we have Hellboy, which is a short story collection that I read. I'm gonna give that It's All Good. It was really good. Actually, no, add a little bit more spice because I really, really liked it and the art style was great, but since it is short stories, like some of them I like better than the others, but the majority of them I really, really, really loved. Then we have Snot Girl Volume 2. I'm gonna put that and add a little more spice because that's where we get into exploring the different characters a little bit more, and I really, really like that. Then we have Romanoff by Nadine Brandes. I'm gonna put it in add a little more spice. I like the historical aspect of it. It reminded me of this one specific cartoon that I used to watch when I was a kid, which made me happy. And actually I found it and I watched it again and I was like, memories. So happy. So that's all good. I really enjoyed it. and I'm glad I read it. I love anything Anastasia. It's top tier. Then we have Visitkort. Where to put it? I think I'm gonna put it in You Did the Job. I liked it, but it was not like my favorite thing ever. It's poetry, so maybe I could put it in I Don't Know How to Rank You, because I really don't. It was fine. It wasn't like groundbreaking, and he also says in the book that you're actually supposed to hear it and not read it. So if I did that, then I think I would have liked it more. I think I'm just gonna take all the Heartstoppers and put them in together. Well, not together, but put them in at the same time. Where's the last one? Am I blind? 1, 2, 3. Where's 4? 4 is not here. No. Oh well. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not gonna go back and change it. So I'm gonna put all of them, including the one that I don't have here, in Add a Little More Spice, because they were really good and I really enjoyed them, but it was just missing something for me to be like a 5-star. But I really, really liked them a whole lot. Now we have one that I don't know how to rank. It's a non-fiction following a medical examiner, and it was really good. Or it was good. Not really good, but it was good. Then we have The Dragon and the Queen. I'm gonna put it in It's All Good. I don't remember much, but I know that I like the series and I know that I liked the book at the time of reading it. And here we are. The Dragon and the Queen. I liked it. I love that series. Then we have Whale of the Wild. I'm gonna put it in Add a Little More Spice. I'm very biased because orcas and killer whales and stuff, I love that shit. It was just a very beautiful and heartwarming book, so top tier in my book. Then we have Master of Iron. I'm gonna put it in Yes Please. I really, really love this series and I love the characters a whole lot, so I feel like that is the only place that it kind of fits. And I love that it was a little bit more romance heavy than the first book. Then we have The Raven Heir. I'm actually gonna have to put it in Straight Up No, because now that I see that I put like Ice Wolves and You Make Me Sad, I have to put The Raven Heir in Straight Up No. I just did not like it. The only aspect I liked was the fact that our main character could transform into animals, and that was it. Other than that, it just felt rushed and I didn't like it. Next up we have Spectrum. I'm gonna put it in You Did the Job. It did what it kind of set out to do with being like the first book in a series, but I felt like there was so much left unsaid, or kind of it was dragged out a little bit, and I don't want that. I want the first book to like grab, be like, yes, you need to keep reading, and I didn't get that feeling from reading Spectrum, so not going to continue with that series. I made a decision now. Then we have Fable, which was a reread. I'm going to put it in Add a Little More Spice. I really, really love it, but comparing it to, say, To Kill a Kingdom, which is like similar vibes with the whole piratey thing, I preferred To Kill a Kingdom a lot more than I did Fable, so that is why I'm gonna put it in Add a Little More Spice. Then we have Thirst. I'm gonna put it in You Make Me Sad, because I had high expectations for it, and I think that was where I went wrong with this book, because it didn't deliver on those expectations, but it gave me something else. Like it was good, but it was also a short book, and I could feel that it was short, and I wanted more from it. Then we have Violet Made of Thorns, and I've talked about this. I don't remember a damn thing about this book. I remember liking it, so I'm gonna put it in It's All Good, but I can't justify putting it higher than that because I don't remember a damn thing. Like, nothing is blank. Then we have Glass Slippers. I'm actually also gonna put that in... Let's put it in Add a Little More Spice, because I really liked it. I like what they did with the whole Cinderella story. It was very different, and that is the point of this series, so I really, really loved it. Next up we have Fight and Flight. I'm gonna put it in It's All Good, because it is all good. We're all good. And I really, really enjoyed what they did with the whole, like there was so much representation in this, and it was very good. Then we have Bittersweet. I'm gonna put it in You Did the Job. If you're looking for spice without that big of a plot, Bittersweet, top tier. Well, not top tier, but it did the job, obviously. It was spicy, but it didn't really have all that much else going on, so I can't put it higher than that. Not that I would want to, but I had hoped that there would also be like an underlying story, but I mean there was, but it was there wasn't that much depth to it. Whereas with Icebreaker, in my opinion, yes, there was spice, but there was also a story, and I actually came to like care for the characters. I didn't do that with Bittersweet. So I'm actually gonna put... I'm actually gonna put Icebreaker in Yes Please because I really, really love it and I actually want to reread it. That is a new one for me, putting a contemporary that high, or a romance, whatever you would call it. Then we have Purple Hearts. I'm gonna put that in It's All Good because I actually did enjoy it a lot. I had seen the movie before reading the book, so I knew kind of the storyline, but I felt like it was more in depth and it gave more reasons to their choices in the book, and it was really nice to see that. Then we have City of Nightmares. That's a straight up yes please. I freaking love this book. It is one of my new favorites, probably in the top 3 of books like ever. So damn good. I loved it. Similarly with Spice Road, also a yes please. I freaking love that book, so like there's no debate about it. Finally, we have Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I'm gonna put it in You Make Me Sad, simply because it was intended for a young adult. It felt very middle grade, so I had higher or different expectations for it. I wanted it to be a little bit more darker, but it kind of felt like a middle grade book, and I was disappointed in that. So that is my tier ranking. Ooh. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment telling me what your yes please tier for the year so far would consist of, because like it's always good with some recommendations, so please leave that in the comments. If you just want to let me know that you're here but don't know what to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!